for you. We've gotten to the chapter of the year, which is probably the pinnacle of the chapter awards. And I know there are a number of chapters, 3 in particular that I can think of, that are on pins and needles waiting for this to be announced, right? This award is presented to the chapter that best demonstrates alignment to IIBA core purpose through exceptional execution of the 7 core concepts. The 3 finalists are Bluegrass, Ottawa Outaouais, and Phoenix.
And Jared, you mentioned that we have a couple of people that might be on pins and needles here, but before we move on, and I know that some of our chapters are very competitive. First, I want to take a moment to say that I would love everyone to take a look at these 3 chapters as well as all of our other chapters. What you guys have done day to day is absolutely amazing. So I want to personally thank you, and I know the entire team wants to thank you as well. Thank you. Thank you for what you've been doing for our communities. Thank you what you do for our profession. And this is globally, not just within your communities itself, but across the board. You are all 120 of you are all absolute winners. So big thank you. But since I'm sure you're probably hating me right now for babbling about Bluegrass, there's a lot to say about Bluegrass. Bluegrass has repeatedly excelled across the board, continuously seeking to expand and team up with other chapters. They have mentored newer chapters, have expanded their study groups to include global participants. Obviously, most of us now are virtual. However, Bluegrass started doing this way before COVID. They have an average of 4 chapter events a month, ranging from fireside chats to learning engagements. They even have their own Hall of Fame and continuously recognize the achievements and certifications of their members.
Well, and since Danelka started it, I'm going to throw in a couple tidbits before I talk about the next chapter. Australia held a PDD in a zoo. I don't know how many chapters have ever done that. And at that same time, they also purchased this huge BA Bach cake in honor of Ken Fulmer's retirement, and it got like 8,000 views on LinkedIn. That's pretty cool. And then the Central region, they needed to form what they did is they formed a region study group. About 8 to 10 chapter presidents got together, and they all spread out the work because each chapter only had like 1 or 2 CBAPs maybe, but by doing it as a team, then they didn't have to do quite as much or be online for every session. But what they had is they had the students facilitate the session, and then they as CBAPs were online. And I didn't attend any of the sessions, but it sounded like it was a well-oiled machine. So that's a real innovative way to run a study group.
And just to add to that, if you don't mind,
no,
it also offered the members to get to know other BAs in other areas outside of their own chapter. So from a participant perspective, it was just a win-win all around as well.
Yep, exactly. So Ottawa Outaouais, now their leadership is cohesive and they work together. And this year, as we alluded to earlier, they recruited deputies to do the tactical work, so their board is going to become much more strategic. And to do this, of course, they have created a new strategic plan with all other board documents. And their leaders, they don't stop at that. They share books and knowledge with each other. That is really awesome.
Then we go to Phoenix. I mean, we've been talking about Phoenix a lot tonight. Phoenix simply just does it right. Their board members work together. They focus on collaboration with the business community. They have reached out to other chapters and invite them to their events. Phoenix is all around a leader within our chapters.
Wow. I know both of you already said what amazing stories we've had from these chapters, and we'll continue to do so, but I'm not going to keep people waiting that much longer.
Oh, wait. We need to keep them a little longer. I got to turn my camera back on. Hold on.
Yeah.
My bandwidth is bad, which is why I turned it off, but come on, we're going for the winner here.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Here we are.
So the winner of the chapter of the year for 2020 is Bluegrass.
Yeah. Woo-hoo! Yes.
Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Fantastic.
There we go.
Yay,
Ah,
yay.
Bluegrass is, in my mind,
All
still
right.
a young chapter. I think they just celebrated their 5th anniversary this year. Congratulations to Kathy and the team. You've been phenomenal. But when COVID hit, it was just an absolute seamless transition. Very impressive. Congratulations. I
yes.
know they're having a watch party, and hopefully
Thank
they're
you.
celebrating this win. 5 years in the making. Congratulations again.
Yay.
Awesome. We did it,
Our
folks.
broadcast is coming to an end.
Yahoo.
You've enjoyed this
Yeah.
broadcast as much as we have enjoyed sharing these stories.
Yay.
We've taken this